Yeah, so just arrived out now at this job of Brian's. It's for a guy called Gary V. He's quite famous on YouTube, internet, social media and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a massive pond that they're building for this guy. And they've lots and lots of different contractors involved in it. They're doing like a shared project on this with a few other contractors. I know there's a couple of guys. There's Shane, I'll just flick this around. There's Shane from R.O.I. He's getting involved in this project. He looks like he's actually doing a bit of work there. He's got
a little bit.
Look at those boots. Those boots mean work. Hi Shane, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
How are you getting on with this?
Good. Hopefully we're going to start seeing some of these massive boulders over here. So
yeah,
we're going to set that to retain this hill and then make a massive waterfall.
Wow. Massive job. Yes. Oh, it's evil.
You cannot enter these.
Why?
It's Brian's insurance. Keep it on. Come on.
Where's yours?
I have my helmet on.
That's evil. I don't believe that he's actually done any work, so he's maybe fallen. Or did you trip?
No,
did you trip?
Fell over once.
No, I'm dirty. I'm just hanging around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so a pretty impressive project this. A lot of guys involved in it. I can see, where's the pond diggers here somewhere, is he?
Yeah.
Eric?
Right back here.
Multiple crews going for this project.
Wow.
We have some kind of pressure, but...
Yeah, that's Eric. You can just see him walking around here now.
Keith, the other owner of Art-of-the-Yard's on the back side there.
Is that in the digger or just in front of the digger there, or the excavator?
To the right of the guy.
Oh, yeah.
There.
How long are you here for, Shane?
Tomorrow.
Yeah? He's going to have it finished for tomorrow?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Those big boulders sit in nice and easy.
Yeah.
No problem, but we had a lot of rain yesterday. So.
Yeah, it's really slow. It's just this type of ground as well. Trying to work on that when it's heavy rain's impossible.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, so a lot of guys working here at this job. I think they don't like to hang about on this anyway. I'm not too sure what type of filtration and stuff's going in. It looks like one of the aquascape type things. Yeah. I presume there was maybe a pond here before and they've emptied it all out because there's a lot of vats set up with possibly the old fish that were in here before. Yeah, I'll just figure this out. All these aerated vats are just full of goldfish, and you can see some koi in the bigger tanks up the back. These are massive boulders they're putting in. To give you an idea of the scale, you can see the guy standing.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so the pond there, I've just been told, is going to be about 400,000 gallons when it's finished. There's a large wetland filtration system going in up here. And then out of the back of it, you can see there's a big bit of excavation coming out of the back here. As there's, I think there's like 3 or 4 big 4-inch pipes coming out, or they're setting maybe into the centre of that. And that means they can flush and do big water changes as and when they need to. You just need to be careful walking about here. There's a lot of plant being used here. They don't want to get in anybody's way. I think they've only got like 2 days or something to finish this. And the silence has come over the site. It's lunchtime. There's all food set up at the top here for the guys. Evo's running on his way up to grab some food.
I've been working today. You won't believe it, but
Evo, I don't believe that you've been working for 1 minute. If you're dirty, it's only because you've tripped and fell or something.
no. I really did some work, Mark. But
I don't believe it.
so Mark came all the way from Ireland and in Japan, and of
Yeah,
course,
so you can see those the big 4-inch pipes here. I think they're going out for drains. Probably going out through this side, or there's more going out the back there for doing large water changes.
Craig Whitstock, are you watching? We're doing an aquascaping water feature pond with the R.O.I Atlantic eco blocks.
What is it? What is it that's used in this?
Yeah. So we have the eco blocks in here. So what's going to happen is that we are getting the water from 4 inlets, so 4 pumps through these pipes, and all the sediment will be pushed through these eco blocks. The water comes up and flows really slow from the waterfall back. We also put pipes on the other side, which makes it really easy to flush it. So 1 or 2 times a year we can flush it, put all the dirt, if there is any dirt, how do you say that, stuck inside there, we can flush it out on that side, and yeah, should be doing the job. A lot of plants as well, but we will fill this up with more dirt, open the other side here on this top, and then from there on.
And when do you think they'll be putting water in? When's the big? Are they going to start filling the next 2 days?
No, absolutely not.
No
so
chance.
It's 400,000 gallons.
They'll start filling it though, maybe.
Yeah, so we need 50 trucks if we want to fill it. But we have a well.
Yeah.
But it's only doing like 200 gallons an hour, or something like that. 2,000
It's going to take a long
It's
time.
going to take a long time. So this is something we have to probably come back for. However, we still have a couple of days left, and we are making progress now. So
Yeah, and you're going to be putting out a series on your channel.
Yeah, so starting tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow is, I don't know when your video's out, but starting soon and doing this build for like daily episodes.
And then hopefully maybe somewhere down the line there'll be a follow-up when it's all completely finished and growing back.
I hope before autumn falls in.
All right, excellent. You have to
Should
keep
be
an
done
eye.
Next week around this time.
Yeah, it's if you don't know, Evo has a very small YouTube channel. He's got a
please subscribe. I need those subscribers.
Yeah, he's got a couple of thousand subscribers. Yeah, I'll put a link if I have that one person on the internet that hasn't seen his channel before.
Not my OnlyFans link.
Yeah. Just your YouTube channel. Thanks, Evo. Yeah, so just back down on the Monday here at the Gary V pond install. It's a lot quieter here now, not just as many guys working on it, but they've come on really well. I think the weather sort of set them back a bit last week. All the other contractors that were helping have gone back to their other jobs. There was Eric the pond digger and Shane from R.O.I and stuff like that were all here. I think there was a couple of other guys I'm not too sure of as well. But yeah, they've all gone back to their jobs now. It's just left the Fitz guys to finish off. I've left my microphone back at the hotel, so not too sure how well this will come out. The guys just all grading everything out now. There's all the big boulders into the tank or into the pond. Yeah, it's pretty hard to gauge the size of these boulders probably from the video. This area here is a top pool. That's where all the wetland filtration's installed. And then this will be so the water will be pumped up into there, overflow through that. I think it's actually an upflow system, so the water will be pumped into the bottom of it and it'll pass up through those cages that are in there. If I can get over it, yeah. And then up through that, and then it'll come down over here. This area here is the waterfall, but some of these boulders are the size of cars. And it goes right the way around. Down in the centre of that pond is probably 3 or 4 metres deep. It's going to hold nearly 400,000 gallons. I think I mentioned that already on when I was here the other day. But they've all this all graded out now, and assume obviously once they get the grading and all that sort of stuff in place, they'll just go around and start trimming back liners and things like that. And I think there's they'll probably, I haven't seen what the finished pond's supposed to look like, but they've obviously had a geotextile underlay in first, then the rubber liner on top of that, and then another layer of the geotextile goes on top just to protect the liner. So when you're moving boulders this size, and even the smaller ones, any sharp edges and stuff like that, it wouldn't take much for the liner to get damaged. Get back up around here now. The guys are doing all the digging a trench now for electrics and stuff to come round to the pond, I presume. Everybody's busy at the farm this morning, sort of packing away from the show, so I would presume they'll probably end up with more crews on this tomorrow or Wednesday, just to get it all finished off. But yeah, these are, I think it's R.O.I stuff that they've used on these. These are big manhole covers where the pumps are going to go into. Yeah, I wouldn't like to think there's a large pump so's there, and then there's, I think it's 3-inch pipe, 75mm pipe running. There's 4 of these pumps. There's 2 here, and then 2 over here. They'll be just pumping right up into that top filtration area that way, just like that there. But yeah, massive amount of work. The depth of the pond's unbelievable. It's not really it's not going to be like your stereotypical koi pond as such. It's more of a feature water garden with fish. Yeah, I'll not include the house in this video, but if you see where the house was sitting, just sitting looking down over the top of this, it's going to be a beautiful view from the front of the house. Yeah, it's actually probably 4-inch pipe, that ducting going around. Now I'm up closer to it. Looked a lot smaller in the distance. Yeah, I'd say it's going to be another good few days before this is all finished off, so unfortunately I'll not be here to see it all finished. So I'll just flick this right now. You see, this would be probably the biggest diggers that I've used in most of the jobs we would do. Yeah, so that, I think it's either like an 8 ton or something like that on this job. This one is, sorry. And this is what they had to get to move the stones. And I think that even struggled with some of it. It was just probably close to its limit. Yeah, this one sort of dwarfed in the background of this. Massive machinery. Yeah, so there you go. That's for a bit of a walk around Gary V's pond. So it's just a shame I'll not be here to see it when it's all filled up, but by the time I probably get this video done, Brian will maybe have it all finished, and then I'll add a bit I'll get him to send me some footage of it all finished. But I'm sure Evo will have his stuff out pretty soon. Well, but not that I'm hoping he slips here as he comes up this.
Oh, this is slippery.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty funny what they did. And this is totally new for me, but because of the soil here, the clay, it is like a natural liner. Although they had to use the liner here for the waterfall, but it's just an overlap. So you have this geometric or textile here.
Yeah.
Which protects to get like the dirty stuff coming up from the bottom. This is what I learned this week, but so it's pretty interesting. They did use some liner here as some extra coverage for the stones and to make sure that the water stays in here, and the water from the waterfall flows into the pond and eventually goes via the 4 R.O.I pumps. We got 2 pumps on this side, 2 pumps on this side, and both have 4-inch lines going back to the wetland filter with the Atlantic R.O.I eco blocks.
Yeah.
And if you stand over here from this side, maybe you can stand next to me, Mark. But if you stand over here, and now you see from what angle things are getting shaped with the stones.
Yeah.
I really like the way how they place the rocks, and it's not even finished yet. But it's pretty cool to see how the water will be flowing out here, through here, and then goes into a wider area and it flows into the pond.
Yeah.
And initially this week we had the opening of the waterfall on this side planned. But because you have the driveway on that side and the house on that side, which we unfortunately cannot show, it is pretty cool because when you drive up here right now, or you're sitting on a terrace of the house, you have a better look at the entrance of the waterfall.
Yeah,
so,
it makes more sense, and there's going to be an awful lot of gravel and smaller stones placed in this as well, just to finish it nicely.
It would be very great and nice to see everything finished in the spring or summer next year, when all the plants are beautiful, the garden has restored, because the machines, the amount of machines we used here, including the 80,000 pound excavator, is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. So the garden has been beaten up pretty badly. But the owner, Sasha, he said, I don't care. I just want everything to get finished. And
well, it gives you an excuse to come back next year, doesn't it? Get another video.
Absolutely. Oh, I definitely want to come back here because to see this thing up filled with water and up and running, and the fish are in here, is going to be insane.
Excellent.
We have done the guys here did a lot of progress this week. So all the contractors that joined this project for Gary and Sasha V is unbelievable. And for me, this is like a whole new thing because, as you know, we build ponds differently in Europe, also in the UK and Ireland. So have a pond like this is insane. And we're talking about this in the car. That people have so many space here.
Yeah.
So they have so much more opportunity to build beautiful things like this. Yeah. A fun fact, I don't know if you told it already on camera, but we are so lucky. Well, the owner is so lucky that we were able to harvest these boulders at his own forest. Yeah. Sasha knew every single stone. He pointed them out. I want this stone, I want this stone, I want this stone. Yeah. And the one behind you is the most heaviest one. This one is 30,000 pounds. You wouldn't expect it.
Don't even think I can get that in if you can stand on.
Look at that.
I'll try to do it without getting the house in. Yeah, you can see the side.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And lifting this was pretty dangerous, actually.
It was even a challenge for that big machine to lift that one in place. I was here watching it.
It's unbelievable. But the point that I wanted to make is that if you have to build a pond like this and you have to order these rocks, even getting them here is a challenge with a crane and trucks. You're probably talking about $200,000 to $250,000 on rocks. And I asked Shane of R.O.I in Colorado and how he does it with the stones, because they have a lot of stones as well. But he says, if I have to buy an 8,000 pounds rock, probably cost me $6,000 or $7,000 or something like that in that range.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But the transportation costs as well are just unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It is.
But there you go. Thanks for that, Evo.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Guys. I have to do some shooting as well.
Yeah, so just up now on this is the wetland filter. This will all be gravelled up. And fully covered with gravel, so you can't see any of these grids and stuff. But it's probably the most economic, although I'm not a big fan of wetland and bog filters and stuff like that. on something this size to try and filter it conventionally would just be unbelievably expensive. I'm sure this guy has the money to do that if he really wanted to, but I think this is the most efficient way to do it on this job. And as I said before, like, it's not really like a high-end koi pond, it's more just a water garden with fish. But yeah, there you go. That's as much as I'm going to be able to show you on this one. I thought I might sort of had my fingers crossed it might be a bit further on by the time we were leaving, but we'll be leaving New Jersey later on today. Yeah, there you go. Thanks again for watching.